Can you already live in VR? Anyland VR Experience. Anyland is an open virtual reality universe where you can build your own home, chat with others, explore, and live. Built from the ground up for VR and shaped by all of us. A blank canvas for your imagination with no predefined stories or themes. It's up to all of us to invent the world together. In a new reality, you can build, script, share, collect, meet friends, and invent parties, play games, watch videos, explore areas, and make history. So join MetaGen today to know the exemplary VR experience in Anyland, and remember to subscribe for more. Here we begin. So Anyland is a virtual reality created ecosystem. It is simple yet powerful, and the astounding features that was created by only 2 developers. These developers are devoted to this virtual world and work tirelessly to see it grow. They're also very nice and listen to community feedback on forums and in the virtual world. However, after trying the product, we were surprised to learn that it was created by only 2 people. We can only imagine how much effort it takes to create and maintain such a large product, which is also free to play, so it can't make them a lot of money. Why Anyland? Because of its community, Anyland is fantastic. Even before discussing the world's creation, it is necessary to discuss the community. The game is designed to bring random people together in VR, which is the true spirit of social VR. When a new player enters the world, everyone else in any of the VR worlds out there is notified so they can come to meet him. Whenever we first tried Anyland, we wanted to get used to the interface and such, but as soon as we entered its homeworld, a large number of people went to join him. They welcomed us to a new fantastic adventure, and we were overwhelmed by their warmth. Perhaps it was even too much because we wanted to gradually begin experimenting and found ourselves immediately talking and interacting with random strangers. However, we must point out this is only sometimes the case. When we arrived in Anyland, no one went to greet us. We found the community to be as helpful as everyone else had reported in their Steam reviews. We met many nice people, and a guy joined us and another in our journey through the social ecosystem. When we were having problems with avatar creation, many people stopped by to offer advice and suggestions on how to solve the problem. Everyone who has been inside Anyland has reported that random strangers have assisted them in some aspect of the game. This has been the most amazing aspect of Anyland, the community. Anyland is a social VR experience based on people, with people taking precedence over everything else. When we think about our previous experience with it, we don't think about the graphics or the places we visited as much as we think about having spent time with nice people. And someone who helped us understand what Anyland is and how to use it. Anyland is a collection of virtual reality worlds. Everyone has their own home, initially just a gray plane, but it is possible to create your own world within this private space. To do so, you must use the world creation tools, which are free for a week and then cost something ridiculously low, $8 a year. The second thing we liked best about Anyland was the interface for creating the world. First and foremost, it is extremely simple. You open the menu on your thumbs, choose some basic geometric shapes, and begin creating. Scale, translate, color, and other commands are very intuitive, and everything reminds us of an even simpler version of Google Blocks. We were able to create simple objects after a few minutes, coloring them, duplicating them, and so on. But there's more. Any object can be scripted. Staying inside VR, you can control the behavior of any object you create with a few simple scripting choices. We were perplexed at this fact because writing a script file inside VR and typing the controllers takes work. In fact, we must specify there is no scripting file. Instead, the object creates a state machine, which you can program simply by clicking on predefined options. For example, if you select a sphere, you can select state 1 to be red, state 2 to be blue, and then add logic, one touch go to state 2 inside the state 1 panel. So if the sphere starts out red, but when it is touched by a player, it turns blue. It's very simple. Creating worlds is awesome, but seeing worlds created by others is even better. First and foremost, we went to a user's house, which was very interesting. We started moving around, and then we went to a strange ladder he made to get to some special secret place he made. We moved by teleporting. It isn't very immersive, but it worked fine for us. Finally, someone allowed us to create in the world to experiment with it. Meanwhile, others joined us and we began chatting briefly. Of course, a public space in Anyland is a place where everyone can come and play and chat with everyone else, so it's normal to see people there. Another cool feature of Anyland the people showed us was avatars. There are no avatars or characters in Anyland. Instead, you simply make the avatar you want out of the objects you find in the world. If you go to the Fallout world, for example, you can take the Vault Boy's head and place it where your head is, and it will become your head. After that, you can use a wooden stick as your arm. Then you can make your torso out of a stone. Avatar creation works like this. You design your avatar however you want. You can even use creation tools to model an object and use it as part of your avatar. It's very easy. We began exploring various worlds. There are many, and while some are quite simple, others are truly amazing. The one where we went crazy was massive and connected to other subworlds, one of which contains something resembling a maze. When interactive objects are present that can double the fun, we discovered a camera and began taking selfies. We played with a ball, and we even discovered some weapons. It's incredible what people can create with such given simple tools. There are many different kinds of worlds, some abstract, some more concrete, some very dark, others bright, and so on. We met new people and had a good time in each world. While exploring the world, you may come across some special elements that grant special abilities to those who would use them. Once you find these items, you can place them in your inventory and keep them indefinitely. For example, the cookie was supposed to give us superpowers so that people could hear us even if we were far away, and it helps us in any case. However, the thing does have some issues. It is unclear what the grip trigger for deleting elements is on Oculus. We thought it was a middle finger trigger on Oculus Touch, but it wasn't. We became enraged because no one could explain how to delete objects. Everyone wanted to help, but no one had a Rift. We eventually discovered the solution. We had to press the thumbstick to destroy elements. The experience's graphical quality is mediocre. This is not the work of Sansar, it is the work of two developers. Simple creation tools result in simple graphical output. The UI is simple and easy to use, but the graphics could be better. It is simply a gray quad with black writing and buttons, incredibly rough. We discovered numerous bugs and issues. We took the floor where we were repeatedly standing, and people became irritated because we were moving an enormous quad, which was bothering them. We were the only ones who didn't notice because our hand was empty. We had to exit the program and re-enter to see our avatar with a massive floor attached to his hands. What do you think about Anyland? Let us know your VR experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.